What's up, beautiful people? Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Christopher Rausch, your No Excuses coach. And I'm just leaving the gym. Had a powerful workout. Feeling awesome. Look at that. 75 hard is over, but I'm still cracking at it. Haven't gained any weight. And actually, I feel better now that I'm eating carbs again and kind of having a little bit of more, what I call normal food. But anyways, I just wanted to come to you guys today. Just leaving the gym and just have a lot on my mind. A lot on my mind. What's up, Ellie? Good to see you from England. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. I got a lot on my mind. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on with people I know. There's just so much. And I want to remind each and every one of us, including myself, because I'm not invincible, but here's what I believe. And it's a quote, I can't remember who said it, but energy flows where focus goes. Energy flows where focus goes. What's up? Is that Jock? What's up, Jock? Is that Jock? Yeah, it's Jock. What's up, Jock? Good to see you, brother. So think about this. Think about this. Energy flows where focus goes. Just remember that for the rest of the day. I'm your No Excuses coach. I'll see you later. No, but seriously, energy flows where focus goes. So where's your focus at? Robert Broker, what's up? Good to see you, brother. I'm just leaving here from the gym, and yeah, I just feel like I'm doing what my heart calls me to do. So if it says to go live, I figure it out and I just go live. And I used to do that more, but then I started thinking about, well, I don't want to be too pushy or just too in anybody's face. But right now, more than ever, I don't care if I'm in your face. If I'm in your face, then delete me. If you don't like me posting all the time, delete me. I'm passionate about making sure that we are all focusing on where it is that we are going, because that's where the energy will flow. So if you are focusing on surviving, then your energy will go to surviving. If you're focused on thriving, your energy will go towards thriving. If your focus is on safety and certainty and security and predictability, then that's where it's going to go. But I encourage each and every one of us, especially what's going on right now. We have a pivotal time in our Earth's history. Really, we got so much going on. We got people talking about climate change doesn't exist. We got other people saying it does. But the fact of the matter is, if you look at the statistics, shit's changing. Shit's changing fast, and we all have a responsibility. Each and every one of us has a responsibility, not only to ourselves, to hold ourselves to a higher standard, to a higher caliber, to a higher self-love factor. We also have a huge, massive responsibility to the people that aren't even here yet. Let me explain that. My son is 5 years old. It is my sincere goal and desire and legacy and intention and focus every fucking day to make this world a better place for what I do, what I say, who I am, every single day. Because I want the legacy to be known for my son, that if the world goes to hell in a handbasket, that his dad was a part of the solution. His dad was not trying to divide people. His dad was trying to educate people. His dad was trying to get people to talk. His dad was trying to get people who are suffering silently. His goal was to get people to stop suffering. His goal was to get people to start loving themselves. Because if we start loving ourselves and we're not living at a point of scarcity, guess what? The anger and the hostility starts to go away. It really does. It starts to go away. I used to be a very angry, resentful, fucking woo. I mean, I honestly still can be. But through all of the work that I've done and all the therapy I've had and all the coaches I've had and all the books that I've read, I am like 95% way better at controlling that. Otherwise, I would either be really, really, really super successful and all over the world because I would just tell everybody like it is, or I would be lonely and miserable or dead or in jail. So most likely I'd be dead or in jail if I was still the way I was, because I was depressed. I mean, I had to take responsibility for my life. I had to go out there and go to school after being out of the 7th grade. I dropped out in the 7th grade. I didn't know shit from Shinola. I was a fucking shitty student. I thought I was stupid. And to go back and get my GED, that was something. After being homeless and having to be around people and having to be in a classroom again. I hadn't been in a classroom in so many years, but I did it. I did it because I knew the greater good of what it is that I was going to do was going to make an impact in this world, that I was not going to let my past predict my future. I wasn't. And I got around people who poured into me. I got around people who had different perspectives. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you hang around the people who only have one fucking perspective, you're likely to have that same perspective. It's called groupthink. If you hang around a bunch of Republicans who hate fucking Joe Biden, guess what? You're gonna probably hate him too. If you hang around a bunch of Democrats who hate fucking Donald Trump, guess what? You're gonna probably hate him too. If you don't like vaccinations, guess what? You're probably hanging around a bunch of people who don't like them too. Here's the deal. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. Hi, Whiskers. That's my kitty. I have signs all around the. Here, come on, I'm being nice. You got it. I'm in no hurry. I was gonna go home, but I'm gonna keep driving because I just got more shit on my mind. So we have to take responsibility for ourselves. If you're miserable, you need to take care of yourself. And I wish I had a microphone to the whole fucking world right now to be able to say, if you're miserable, if you're upset, if you're unhappy, ask yourself, what can I do in this moment to change it? What can I do in this moment to change it? Not, oh, play the someday game. Oh, someday when this is over. Someday when COVID's over and we're back to normal. Someday when China's not here. Someday when we have a different president. Someday when I decide to lose 20 pounds. Someday. Fuck someday. Fuck someday. People are dying. People are fucking dying. They thought they're all high and mighty and everything was all good. And I'm just generalizing. Because I've heard of different things, and I'm not going to say names, right? But people thought they were invincible, and now they're on ventilators, right? I just learned that a friend of mine that I've known for over 10 years, and we're not close. I don't want to make it seem like we're super close, but I know the guy. I could easily have reached out to him. I just found out he died in his sleep. 60 years old, died in his sleep. Time is right now, guys. Time is right now. It's not tomorrow. It's not when this is over or that starts or anything else. Time is right now for us to accept responsibility, because we all have a responsibility to leave this earth a better place for our kids' kids and their kids. We have an opportunity more than ever to write history, to create history. And I'm not talking about divisive history and all this other stuff. I'm talking about history in the fact that each and every one of us can decide what is it that's going to be best for our kids' kids. And I know that's debatable. Trust me, I know that's debatable. I think we should do this, and I think we should do this. But the most important part we could do is love. And for me to say that is so weird, because before fuck love, I don't give a shit. I'll get you results. That's why my tagline says, helping you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. Your crap is created by you, by the mindset of what it is that you pull in and out all the time. It's called a vicious cycle. When you're on a vicious cycle, guess what? That just perpetuates whatever it is that you're in. You have to break it. You have to stop it. You have to change your state and say, listen, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't want to be comfortably miserable anymore. And it's upon me to decide that. Now here's the deal. Nice stop sign. I love when people just think the stop sign is just whatever. Now more than ever, and you can just ask yourself this question: do I love myself? Yes or no? Do you really love yourself? I love myself. I'm not perfect. I don't like every aspect of myself, but I love myself. And it took me a long time to say that, because I was always people pleasing. I'll love myself when I know that a lot of people love me. But there's only me. There's only you in the grand scheme of things. If we're dependent upon other people to always fill our bucket, but we don't fill our own bucket, guess what? That's a false bucket. It's bullshit. Because I know when I'm super happy and I'm taking care of myself and I'm not focused on negativity, I'm happy, I'm singing, I'm joyful. And so what I've been doing lately, and I'll be honest with you, lately, the last couple of weeks, I've looked at the news. And I don't, really. I see headlines and stuff like that, but I have my Google News, and most of it is music and cars and technology. And every once in a while it says, oh, the Biden administration did this, or China did this, or this is about the... So I started clicking on some of those things. And of course, my news feed is now showing me more news. And so I see the headlines. And it breaks my heart to read the headlines. It breaks my heart to see what's going on, because whatever you read in the news and whatever you see in social media, little keyboard peckers, every time I go out in the world, no matter where I'm at, I smile at people, people smile back, they wave at me, I wave to them. I look like a fucking redneck, gun-toting, I look like people would assume that I might not agree with them. Let's just put it to you that way. And I'm all for whoever wants to believe in what they want to believe, but here's the deal. Going back to what I said originally, please don't live in a silo. Don't just talk about these issues with the people that agree with you. Please. And don't do these conversations over text. Don't do them over Facebook message. Don't do them over anything. There's a thing I'm recording on. It's called a phone. Pick the phone up and go, hey, I just saw a post. Or, hey, I know that you and I don't necessarily agree on certain situations. You know what I would love to do? I would love to have a Zoom call and have some coffee and just listen to what it is that you have to say about what's going on. What is it you have to say about what's going on? And listen. Listen, fucking listen. So many times, somebody's saying something, oh, yep, okay, I'm going to counter with that, I'm going to counter with that, I'm going to counter with that. Fuck you if you're lying. Because we all do it. I have to sit there and, my brain is so spun, I have to sit there and I have to see their words flying out of their mouth for me to make sure I focus on every single one of them. And then what I say back to them is like, okay, great, thank you for sharing that with me. Here's what I understood where you're at. You're here, and here, and you think this, and that. Am I correct? No, Chris, you got it all wrong. Well, maybe I didn't have it wrong. Maybe the way they said it and the way they interpret it wrong. So then they start talking. And then I start talking. And I start sharing hey, thank you. And if somebody doesn't listen to me, I say, listen, pump the brakes. I listen to you. Please. Give me an opportunity here. I'm not a stupid person. And then I talk. And guess what happens? Most often, I'm not going to say it's always perfect, but most often, we finally agree that we all want the same thing. We all want the same thing. Think about that. Ultimately, in a very specific, non-specific way, we all want the same thing. But yet, we're, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong. Where does that come from? Let's talk about that for a second. Where does the right and wrong come from? Childhood conditioning. Hey, Christopher, you're right. Christopher's right, everybody. Oh, look at that. Oh, Christopher, you got the answer wrong. Oh, fuck, that's bad. Good, right, is good. Wrong is bad. That's what we're taught. Right? I know so many times where I was right and I was like, yeah. And then if I make the other person feel wrong, think about that. Think about the relationship dynamic. If I sit there and I know that you're wrong, and I'm about to eviscerate you because I know you're wrong, to prove my point, to make you learn the truth. Come on. No. That's not the way it happens. We got to have conversations, people. We got to get out of our bubble. Remember the old days when we used to sit around the family table or whatever, or the dinner table, wherever you're at, and you would talk about politics, you would talk about race relations, you would have those conversations, and then everybody got fucking butthurt. No, you can't say that. I mean, we have such a sissy fucking society right now. It scares me. It scares me for the kids that are going through this right now, what they're going to be like as adults. I'm so scared for the adults and the leadership in the next generation for what they're experiencing right now, what they're seeing their adults showing them. Oh, that's how mom and dad handle stress. They yell and fight at each other and they throw shit. And they tell me just to go and stay in my room and stay on my tablet so that I don't have to bother them. Well, that's a great thing. So again, going back to the childhood conditioning, if I've been wrong so many times, I'm scared to try to do anything so that I don't be wrong. How many of you guys have dealt with that? Right? I don't want to say anything because I don't want to appear stupid, because I've said things before and I appeared stupid, and there's no limit on how many times you can ask something. But my point is this: we have to go back and we have to recognize there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. What's up, Teresa? Good to see you. Thank you for stepping in on your vacation. I can't really see who's on here, so I'm going to have to go back and look at that again. But yeah, so we have to go back and we have to change our belief systems. We have to rewire our perspectives, and that's what I do as a coach, is we have to rewire our perspectives about our past, right? When I start talking about how many different situations you've been through that were terrible, and that were hard, and they were painful, and they were just fucked up. And I ask you, did you learn from that experience? Oh God, Chris, yes, but I wouldn't want to do it again. I'm like, well, what did you learn? How did going through that experience, as fucked up as it was, how did you learn something? How did you apply that in the rest of your life? Oh my God, Chris, I changed this and I changed that. I'm like, okay, so that negative experience was actually positive, yes or no? Yes. Okay, go do more of those. I'd be scared of these demons. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this with all honesty and with all my heart, all my love. And that's God honest truth. Let me take my glasses off. That's with all my love. Sincerely. Glasses back on. We have to stop. We have to stop and take a look within ourselves. And more importantly, take responsibility for the actions that we take and the words that we use, because they leave an indelible impression upon people. They do. There's so many people out there hurting, and I see people out there wanting to hurt more people. They're like, oh yeah, look at these people. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how could you want to hurt another soul? We're all connected, whether you believe it or not, whether you're fat, tall, short, gay, Republican, Democrat, fucking whatever. We're all the same. We all bleed red. We all have interchangeable organs. Think about that. Cars on the road don't have interchangeable parts, but we do. If I needed a heart, I could get a heart from a black man. If I needed a kidney, I could get it from a Chinese man. Right? Interchangeable. We are interchangeable. You go down and take a glass of water from the ocean, still a glass of water from the ocean. We're all from the ocean. So we need to have compassion. We need to have empathy. We need to have forgiveness. Just because somebody doesn't get it right or doesn't mean they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they deserve to be punished by your negativity or your assault to be right. Fuck being right. How about being happy? How about being happy? I watched my mom literally, and my mom was a smart person. Scholastically, she's a smart person. People-wise, dumb as fuck. And that's why I made the decision to be way better with people and not so much scholastic. And I studied people and I studied autobiographies. But the point is that she wanted to be right. She had to be right. She was taught by her mother. My grandmother did not like that lady. She was taught by her mother. You have to be right or you get punished. My mother graduated high school at 15. She went to UC Santa Barbara at 16 or 17 years old. When I look back on her life and how she treated me, I have empathy and forgiveness for her, for what she went through with her mother, and how hard she tried for me to be normal. She really did. She goes, I tried, I wanted you to go outside and play. I didn't want you to have to do schoolwork for 15 hours a day. And she did, and I thank my mom for that so much. It's one of the biggest blessings I can thank her for, is that she really did try for me to be normal. She had other plans on that for me to go outside and play because she didn't want to be bothered by having a kid nagging at her to go play and go do stuff with her. But it's okay. It taught me to be independent. It taught me to be creative. It taught me to be resourceful. It taught me to stand on my own. So whatever my mom put me through, homelessness, hunger, abuse, physical, everything, I'm the man that I am today because I chose to see that as an opportunity for growth. I chose that to see an opportunity to heal. What is it that each and every one of you, whether you're watching this live or on the replay, thank you very much. What is it that you can do to start healing yourself? What can you start to do to heal yourself? If you have pain inside, if you have frustration, journal that shit out. If you have mental health issues, go talk to a therapist. Now you can just do a teledoc. You don't even have to go anywhere. You just do a Zoom. I've done therapy. I've done psychiatry. I've done antidepressive medicine. I was on Wellbutrin and Lexapro and some other fucked up shit. The only one I really didn't mind was what was that one? I can't remember it. It was just like a super low dose. It wasn't Xanax, it was something else. But anyways, I've done all that. I've done the work. I do the work because I care enough about humanity. I care enough about the legacy that I leave. I care enough to do that work. But is it going to be painful? Is it going to hurt? Is it going to be challenging? Is it going to be a struggle? Is it going to make you feel uncomfortable and insecure and what it? Yeah. Guess what? You already feel like that anyway. You already feel like that anyway. Tell me you don't. So why not take this opportunity in your life to say enough is enough I'm tired of being comfortably miserable. I'm tired of playing the someday game. I'm tired of fooling myself. And put down the addictions. Put down the distractors. If you spend more time scrolling on your phone, I'm gonna be really fucking honest about this. If you spend more time on your phone, you spend more time on the internet, you spend more time on Netflix, you spend more time on anything besides your relationships at home and your relationship with yourself, you're fucking up. You're fucking up. There, I'm your no excuses coach. If you spend more time on that shit consistently than investing in yourself, in reading books. I asked somebody the other day, I'm like, how much time do you spend watching TV a day? Oh, 2 to 3 hours. It's my way of relaxing. I'm like, how many books do you read a week? I know, Chris, I know, right? I have a bunch. I keep meaning to read them. I'm like, well, that's why you're fucking miserable. Because you keep running away from your problems. I'm going to go watch TV for a while. That's my way of relaxing. Okay, watch an hour of TV and read for 2 hours. 2 hours a day times 7 days is 14 hours. 14 hours, compound interest, compound learning, compound results, compound changing that vicious cycle in your head. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, guys, please. For my kid, for my kids' kids, please. If the world stopped and just said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a break for the next 2 weeks. I'm not gonna go be angry and bitter and pissed off and try to change everybody's opinion. For the next 2 weeks, everybody in the world just went, I could probably deal with. Yeah. Let me write those down. Let me go Google. I'm not sure if I'm back or not. I must have lost connection, but I don't want to leave you hanging. So thank you so much for watching this and taking this to heart. If it speaks to you, if you feel that somebody else needs to hear it, please go back and share that other video. But I just love and appreciate each and every one of you. We lost signal. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope you take it to heart. If there's anything that I can do, please reach out. If you've never had a complimentary coaching session with me, please reach out. We'll take one problem, one issue that you have, and from a coaching standpoint, we'll get you on the right track. We'll get you on the right track. But you have to reach out to me. I'll send you my link. But if you're going to sit there and be quietly miserable, hoping, wishing, and praying that someday it changes, then you're headed for heartbreak. You're headed for regrets. You're headed for, yeah, you know what you're headed for. So anyways, I love and appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I truly do. You're my misfits for life of the Kick-Ass Nation. Wherever it is in your life, no matter who you vote for, no matter what your opinion is about anything, I still love you. I do. I may not agree with you. I may not even like you in a general sense, but I still love you because you're on your journey. I'm on my journey. I would be exactly like you if I'd gone through your experiences. So how can I judge you, right? How could I judge my mom? If I had gone through all of the experiences my mom went through, might I be like her? Yes. How can you be mad at somebody, okay? Yeah, they could have made different decisions. I could sit there and easily say so many different things that my mom could have done and should have done to put me first and everything else. But the truth of the fact is, I'm glad she didn't, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Christopher Rausch. I'm your no excuses coach. I'm unstoppable, and my tenacity and my drive and my ambition and my willingness to go through pain, because I know it's gonna make me grow, is courtesy of my mom. So yeah, there it is. I love you guys. I'm going to head in the house and have some breakfast and get charged up. We got our show later tonight, The Unfiltered Experience. Scott and myself. I want you to tune in 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, all the general places. We're also on LinkedIn now. Tonight, Scott and I are talking about TEAM. T-E-A-M. We have a great discussion. We're going to have a great discussion. Well, God's honest truth, we recorded it yesterday because Scott's traveling. So we did have an awesome discussion, and we want you to be there. We want you to be there. So I'm going to go back and check out the comments. I'm going to have some breakfast. Angel, hopefully I'm not sideways, but I think I am. But anyways, here, go like this. I love you guys. Thank you guys. I will check you out, and go have an awesome day, please. All right? Peace out.